First is remembering Dr. King, his legacy, and the work that still needs to be done. Eyewitness News anchor Cheryl Burton is covering tonight's tributes, and she's joining us live now in Memphis. Cheryl?
Alan, friends of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. told me that 50 years ago tonight here at the Mason Temple, Dr. King was no longer distracted by death or fear. He had made peace with it. In fact, he had already sent the title of his next sermon ahead to a family member for the following Sunday, saying, just in case something happened. Also tonight, we learn about loss through the eyes of a child. The eldest son of Dr. King, Martin III, said the night before he left to come here to Memphis, he asked his father not to come. His father tried to reassure him, saying, son, I'll be back. I'll be back. But as history tells us, that was not the case.
A powerful chorus and a call to action as the students from Southwind High School serenade in praise and worship. It was a prelude to a commemoration 50 years in the making. The children of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. speaking from the same pulpit where their father delivered his final sermon called the Mountaintop Speech.
I think it's important that you see two of the children who lost their daddy 50 years ago tomorrow.
Dr. Bernice King gave an emotional rendition of her father's prolific words that are forever etched in history.
And one day we'll all be able to join with Martin King and say, free at last, thank God Almighty, we are all free at last.
Do not get any ways tired. Why? Because we've come much too far from where we started. You see, nobody ever told us that our roads would be easy. But I know our God didn't bring us this far to leave us.
Precious Lord, take my Former President Barack Obama sent greetings as he talked about inviting the surviving members of the striking sanitation workers to the White House.
And as long as we're still trying, Dr. King's soul is still rejoicing.
Dr. King's confidant and friend, Ambassador Andy Young, recounted the journey, the movement, and the man whose life and legacy lives on in all of us.
Africans say, you ain't dead till the people stop calling your name. That bullet only released his spirit, and he released his spirit all over the world.
Tonight, it was a moving remembrance. Tomorrow, a full day of tributes as we take you back to that balcony outside room 306 where Dr. King was gunned down for tributes and a celebration of his life and a commemoration. Two Chicagoans figure prominently in the day's event. Reverend Jesse Jackson Jr., who was there the day he was killed, and Father Pfleger will deliver the keynote address. That is the latest here from the Mason Temple in Memphis, Tennessee. Cheryl Burton, ABC 7 Eyewitness News. Back to you in Chicago.